The Niagara Primary and Infant School in St. James received well-needed assistance from a team of Good Samaritans from an international airline. Kimberly Petty has the details.
Delta Airline employees touched down on the runway at the Sangsters International Airport, not with passengers, but this time with presents. They then braved the bad roads to Niagara Primary and Infant School. 2 hours later, frowns turned into smiles for administrators and students alike as they were gifted with a Starlink, stationaries, and generator.
So with this generator, we will see light again.
Principal Janetta McCallum Adams revealed that the school has been in the dark for months.
We were not spared the wrath of Melissa at all. We were severely damaged. The main building, we lost a section of the main building. The reading room was totally ravaged. We lost the roof of the kitchen. We lost our tuck stall. At the infant department, the roof was completely blown off, and we lost a lot of resources. Teaching and learning resources were really lost. So we suffered severely from this storm.
They were also gifted solar lights and tablets.
We are extremely grateful. Connectivity was a challenge. And you know that we are in the age of technology. Everybody needs to be connected. And so we also had that challenge with connectivity. So with the Starlink coming, getting the Starlink, that will really help us with the connectivity, help our children to get back online.
The donations were made possible through the Employees Aviation Volunteer Group, a foundation spearheaded by Delta staff.
We are Delta serves here as an airline. So when the employees saw that there was a devastation, we believe that there were other things that we can do for the community. But Eunice approached me during her time coming here to Jamaica, and we started to talk about what can we do to make a difference other than serving the employees of Delta. And we came together, and the employees of Delta saw the calling. She formed a group. They saw the calling. They decided to start advocating, asking for assistance from people within the Delta community.
In the meantime, an appeal to the authorities to pay attention to rural roads. The volunteers complained about their journey to the school, which took them 2.5 hours because of the poor state of the road.
If anyone's listening, that the roads here actually needs to be a little bit better so that the journey here can be a little bit light and that we can provide more assistance here to Niagara.
Kimberly Petty for TVJ News.
And it's time for a break, but stay with us. The Business Minute and news from overseas when we return. Welcome back to the Midday News. It's now time for the Business Minute.
Jamaica Stock Exchange Chairman Stephen Whittingham says the exchange no longer releases the list of the top 100 shareholders in listed companies after privacy concerns from investors. He explained that in the past, the JSE would request the Jamaica Central Securities Depository to provide the information to brokers on request, but several shareholders objected to their details being shared, leading to the practice being discontinued. Mr. Whittingham said he's aware of concerns raised by Mayberry Investment Group Chairman Christopher Berry about the change. He added that the JSE is now working with industry stakeholders to find a solution that balances greater market transparency with the privacy rights of shareholders who do not want their identities disclosed. And further afield, social media platform Discord plans to introduce new rules to prevent teens or even younger children from accessing age-restricted channels. Discord announced on Monday it will begin to roll out its global age verification tools in March. The company said the phased rollout will require users to verify their age to access age-restricted channels, servers, and other parts of the platform. Users who don't verify their age will be directed into a teen-appropriate experience. A company spokesperson said the teen by default settings will build on Discord's existing safety protocols. And for the Business Minute, I'm Aaliyah Bryant.
Thank you, Alia. Now here's a preview of what's coming up in this evening's health report.
In this evening's health report, we look at ringworm.
Ringworm tends to occur only in one usual spot. It doesn't tend to have a lot coming up out all over the body. And unfortunately, a lot of persons with eczema rashes, it can look like a ringworm, and so it can be mistaken. And so the person might get a steroid cream, which we normally use for eczema, and they use it on that, and unfortunately it worsens and doesn't get better.
That's the health report in Primetime News at 7. And now for today's healthy living tip. Wash hands regularly, especially after touching affected areas. Do not scratch the rash, as this can spread the infection. Use antifungal creams, sprays, or powders exactly as directed. Avoid sharing towels, clothing, combs, or personal items. And see a doctor if the rash spreads, worsens, or does not improve after 2 weeks.
Time now for the top regional and international stories.
In the region, St. Vincent's opposition leader, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, has criticized the NDP government's first budget, calling it unimaginative and suggesting it may have been written with the help of artificial intelligence. Now, responding to the $1.9 billion package, Gonsalves said it lacks a clear strategy for economic growth and job creation, relying too heavily on plans to introduce a citizenship by investment program. The government has defended its proposals as budget debate continues in Parliament. And on the international scene, the Federal Aviation Administration (FAA) is closing airspace from El Paso International Airport into parts of southern New Mexico, declaring the area national defense airspace. The agency cites special security reasons and warns any aircraft deemed a threat could face deadly force. The restriction applies to all flights and runs through February 20. Now, the airport hasn't seen such a disruption since 9/11. And those were the top regional and international stories. I'm Aaliyah Bryant.
Thank you, Alia. We now head to our final break. When we come back, we'll have the Midday Sports Report.